I was 16 years old, about 34 years ago, June 21st. And I had to go to the dentist in Grapevine, and I told my dad I'm gonna drive myself to the dentist, and he said, well, no, I'll drive you. And I said, well, no, I'm 16 now, I can drive myself. I drove there. I had this big clunker Buick Regal I hated, and dentist checked me out. He's fine. He said, I'm fine. And then I was leaving, and God said, put it in my head that you're gonna get in a car accident. So I told the receptionist, I said, hey, can I call my mom for a second? Because I'm gonna get in a wreck. And she said, yeah, no, here's the phone. Called my mom, the line was busy. And so I was like, well, forget it. I said, can you just give me directions how to get home? And she said, yeah, gave me directions. She said, but at this intersection at 114 and 26, she said, be very careful. There's accidents all the time, be careful. I was like, okay, I can do that. And so then I left, and I tried to put my seatbelt on, but it burned my hand, and I was upset already. So I just threw it back, and I was like, I'm not gonna wear it. And I know it's against the law, but I just was upset. And then I started driving, and I feel like I'm coming to a stop. And then I thought, there are cops in Grapevine, and if I get a ticket, my mom will kill me. And so I put my seatbelt on, and then the next moment, that's where I got into my accident. What happened is a guy in a Thunderbird hit me, T-boned me. He hit me so hard that I went flying up, hit the windshield, broke the windshield, broke my head too, knocked myself in a coma, and then fractured my pelvis. Whenever I look back at the police report, it gives me the times of everything that 11:10, the 911 was called, 11:12, the police come, 11:16, ambulance comes, but they can't help me. So 11:18, they dispatch to Care Flight, and Care Flight arrives at 11:35.
The number one breakdown in any incident or any form of an accident is 90% of the time due to lack of communication, not being aware. Where we're at in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, pretty much as soon as an aircraft lifts off anywhere around here, they're in what they call the TCA, Traffic Control Area. This is one of the busiest airports in the world. Those teams over at the airport have always done an exceptional job of routing us in and getting us down to where we need to be. That's the final approach. Most time winds are out of the south. That north end of the airport has always been a very big hot spot for us trying to land and get in there and get patients out. The pilot's usually in constant contact with the tower that entire time and isolates the crew for the most part. We're usually in contact with the ground units and the comm center, relaying our position and information and trying to get in there as safely as we can.
Every time you got into that helicopter, it was a desperate act for somebody that is needing you at the other end. I could tell, I could feel myself inside shaking. But by the moment I stepped foot out of that helicopter, I was ready to go. I was calm, I had my thoughts together. And that's what this organization teaches you, is how to be composed and have the knowledge that you have been taught to benefit the people that you come in contact with, because you come in contact with people from all walks of life, from the very poor and desolate to the very rich and influential, everybody in between. There's no one that is devoid of having an experience like Sandee had.
And then they Care Flight me to the hospital, and I was in ICU. And the police had called my parents and left a message telling them, hey, your daughter's been in a really bad car accident. She's been Care Flighted to Harrison-Fort Worth. They don't think she's gonna make it. She's got a chaplain in to see her right now. If you wanna see her alive, you need to hurry. Care Flight, they're all my angels. Care Flight, the organization, and my nurse, and my communicator, and my pilot, and my EMT. They're all my angels, because those are people that are there to protect you, and God sends them to protect you.
from the moment that the fire department called CareFlight to dispatch, that dispatched the crew that flew out and coordinated the effort with the fire department, the paramedics, the police department. It's all a very fine-tuned, coordinated effort. I'm not just the hero. The whole system is the hero.
This is a giant machine, and without everybody doing their role and being a part of this, that helicopter doesn't fly, the ground ambulances don't roll. But it's nice that they recognize that it starts with that comm center, getting that information, getting it accurately, and then disseminating that information to the appropriate teams.
I think, looking back 34 years ago, and yeah, I was 16, I was invincible, absolutely. And I just remember I kind of was in disbelief that this actually happened to me. How would I be in an accident because I'm invincible? And then to realize that I almost lost my life.
It's not very often that you get reunited with patients that you took care of so long ago. A lot of times with this job, it can make you feel like you're kind of flying with the Grim Reaper at times, seeing the worst of the worst, and not all patients make it. To be able to reunite with a patient that has gone on to have a successful life and to have a full recovery is truly rewarding.
It was amazing because I don't often get the opportunity to follow up or to even know what happens to our patients. Having an organization like CareFlight, it gives me chills because no one coordinates all those efforts and the critical care and the knowledge that has to be shared and developed with this program like CareFlight does.
I never thought this day would happen. Being able to meet the people that I know firsthand saved my life, that helped save my life. I know CareFlight, the whole organization did, but just having them be the people there to take care of me. And what if they would have done something wrong and I might not be here? But they took excellent care of me and helped me get where I needed to be and get the help that I need. The life that I've lived since CareFlight, well, I got to do my drill team, which I loved, and then I got to go to church camps, and I got to get married and got to have my children. I got to travel a lot, and I get to volunteer a lot, which I do give a lot of my time to volunteering, and I think part of it is from me as kind of giving back because I was blessed to receive.
We get so complacent in our day-to-day lives, and we take a lot of things for granted. Usually not until you have a life-altering situation such as that does it kind of bring us back to reality and snaps us back into place. Hearing the emotion in her voice and feeling that emotion and the true gratefulness that she has for that intervention at that time is just incredible. It's just words can't describe.
Every year on June 21st, I always put out there that, oh my God, this is the day that CareFlight saved my life, and I'm always so thankful to them because I might not be here had it not been for CareFlight getting there to help me.